In October 2021, I went in for a routine physical, and my primary doctor at the time, Alicia Allen, said to me, "Hey, you got to make sure that you get a colonoscopy this year." They just changed the standard from 50 to 45, and I was now 46, and I was now eligible.
Over the past several years, we've noticed that the incidence of colon cancer in the older population, age 50 and older, is actually decreasing about 2 to 3% a year. And that's thought to be due to the colon cancer screening that's been going on. But we've noticed an increase in the incidence of colon cancer in the less than 50 age group, and about 2 to 3% increase per year over the past 20 or 30 years or more.
I got my first routine colonoscopy on January 5th. On that day, my life changed. I came out of there, and within a week, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. We were just getting ready to start my marathon training right before I went in for my colonoscopy. So my first round of chemo, I was still able to run. I would do is I would recover from the chemo for about 10 days, and then I would go run for 4 days. When I went out and ran, it was kind of my time to be able to fight back against the cancer. My care counselor, Connie, she's my guardian angel. Whenever I have a question, I call her. Whenever I need something, whenever I want to get a second opinion, when I just want to talk to somebody that's not a doctor and kind of get some other ears from somebody that's been doing this for a long time, I talk to Connie.
You know, we're that person that they meet first. I always tell the patients, you know, when you get a cancer coordinator or you get us involved, you get a family whether you wanted us or not, because we have the dietitians, we have the exercise specialist, Matt, you have the social workers along with the care coordinator.
The first day that I was in chemo, I received a backpack from the I Know Jack Foundation. This backpack included a story about Jack and kind of their time and how they dealt with cancer. And I was just unbelievably impressed how a family that had gone through so much, dealing with a 5-year-old getting brain cancer that really nobody had ever even had a name for. We decided right at that moment that we were going to raise money for the I Know Jack Foundation and the Children's Cancer Connection, which is a camp that's in Iowa for kids that have cancer that actually Jack had gone to. And we knew we had a big platform with the Boston Marathon. So I continued to run. Things went really smoothly. I was able to get enough mileage in that I got to Boston on April 18th. Everything aligned well enough that happened. He
wasn't a why me, he wasn't a oh woe me. He was positive. It was how he was going to kick this thing, and it was how he could help somebody else.
We're trying to do two things. We're trying to raise awareness. We have a website, tell5friends.org, and what's behind that is early on, people ask you, your friends ask you all the time, what is it that I can do for you? So when people ask us, we didn't really have a good answer. And we finally came up with an answer. And our answer was, hey, we need you to tell your 5 best friends to get a colonoscopy at 45, because that has changed from 50 to 45. And that's the reason I'm sitting here talking to you today. Our goal was to save as many lives as possible. And you know, they always say you can count all your best friends on one hand. That's where Tell 5 Friends comes from.
I think it's amazing that he was able to train to that level to run a marathon like that, you know, so soon after surgery and being treated for colon cancer. And I think it's great he's doing this because it's really, you know, raising local awareness of this issue and colon cancer, especially in young people. You don't have to have any major risk factor. You can be young and healthy and active, and so just have to be very aware of it, and that just really supports the idea of screening colonoscopy and getting that done.
Connie and the team at Helen G. Nassif Cancer Center were absolute godsends to me. They're empathetic, great people. I know that they care. If you or your family is going down this road, Helen G. Nassif Cancer Center is unbelievable people.